Yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy LOZA. Today we're looking at the Blue Eyes Link 1 and how we can use it in our Master Duel Dark Magician decks. Alright, we're going to start our combo with Rod and Souls. This is typically how we start every Dark Magician combo. In this combo, we're going to lead with Souls and we're going to get ourselves Soul Servant. Soul Servant's great because depending on how you get hand trapped, you can kind of manipulate what you want to actually add with your Rod by adding just Soul Servant. Because Soul Servant could add anything in the deck, so it's kind of just a blanket card. It's really good. It can be anything. We're not going to send the Dark Magician yet. We're actually going to just send Dark Magician Girl, and then we're going to summon out the Magician Souls. Now, we're not going to use Magician Souls or Soul Servant just yet. I know the game keeps asking me, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go into the Blue Eyes Link 1 using our Rod. It's important you use Rod for this, and you'll see why very shortly. The Blue Eyes Link 1 is sensational for Blue Eyes, but it's also good for our deck, and you're going to see why. The Blue Eyes Link 1 Spirit with Eyes of Blue will let us go and get Mausoleum of White and put it straight in our hand. Now this card is basically a Foolish Burial for our deck. Now yes, it might be annoying to draw, but honestly, a Foolish Burial being drawn isn't the worst thing ever, and it being a field spell means we can do some things with it and we can search it as well. Dark Magician is going to be sent to the grave off Mausoleum of White, and that's why we search it off Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Now you'll notice we've got Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl in our grave now. We have Magician Souls send to draw effect. We're going to send both Mausoleum and Soul Servant, sorry, and we're going to draw two. How good is that? But we're not done yet. We're able to banish Soul Servant and draw another two because, you know, we've got Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl in our graveyard. We're not going to Ash out, draw two. So we've drawn two, and I've manipulated some hand traps to be in our hand to make it look pretty. But I just imagine what you could draw, and remember, you'd still have multiple other cards in your hand. So your hand at this point would be 7 cards, I believe, which is pretty damn nice. We are going to end on Spheres of the Heavenly Seals. That's not how that card... that's not that card's name. Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Now on the opponent's turn, we're able to tag this out, bounce one of their monsters, and we're able to summon a dragon from our deck. There we go. Our opponent has summoned, so we're going to be able to use the Spheres effect. We're going to pick itself as the tribute, and then we're going to bounce the Alexandrite Dragon. Now we're going to be able to summon a dragon from our deck. We're not playing one, but you would definitely play one. A great dragon target you could have for the Spheres effect is any Bestial, because they're all dragons, and they also double up as hand traps if the format's pretty dark and light based. So this is a great option. You could add Timaeus, but I don't think that's really worth it, but I just thought I'd throw it out there. Albaz isn't a bad target to summon either. If you've got the discard, which you should from all the draws, you can then fuse using your opponent's board if they still have stuff out, which is pretty cool. Anyway, they're all my dragon suggestions. If you've got some others, drop them down in the comments. Okay, we're going to look at a 1.5 card combo, so technically a 2 card combo, but just needs Illusion of Chaos and Ash Blossom, just any other card really. I'm pretty sure Matchy showed me this, but I can't exactly remember. Normally getting Magician's Rod when you have nothing else in your hand is absolutely terrible, right? And that's where the Ash Blossom comes in. We just need to put a card back. But I've been shown that now opening Rod, we used to just link into Artemis and Bast's turn, right? And that was that. The game was kind of over from there. I don't even think I have Artemis in this extra deck. I don't. And the reason for that is, well, now when we just open Rod and no other DM cards, we actually can do something. We can use Magician's Rod once again to link into the Blue Eyes Link. Turns out this Blue Eyes Link is helping our deck out a lot more than any other link, huh? Well, maybe not Anaconda, but hey, that is a link too. We're able now, look, we've already got a bunch of cards in the hand, thanks to all of our cool Blue Eyes stuff. We're not going to activate any of this. What we are going to do though is put Dark Magician into the grave. So even with just Rod, we're able to get a Dark Magician spell trap, and we're also able to get Dark Magician in the bin. But it doesn't stop there. We're still going. Soul Servant will get us Timaeus. Because if you've noticed, we are locked into dragons because of the Blue Eyes Link. First line, you cannot special summon except dragons. So, well, luckily there is one dragon in the Dark Magician archetype that's searchable. So, here he is. Now to summon him, we do have to get rid of our Illusion of Chaos, but that's just how it is. And now from here, we can actually make a Link 2 play. Whether it's Spheres or, you know, you could play literally any other Link 2s you like. For example, if you go into the Fiendsmith engine from here, you could go into the Moon Maiden and then do Fiendsmith combo, right? So, I think I'm doing Spheres here, but as I mentioned, you could go into Silhouette Rabbit or the Fiendsmith stuff. These are all the Link 2s you could go into in that exact scenario I just showed you. If Anaconda's legal, like if you're playing Master Duel, obviously you can make Anaconda. If you are playing the Fiendsmith engine first, what you're going to do is make Moon of the Close Heaven with 2 effect monsters, then go into the Fiendsmith Requiem and combo from there. Or you can make Silhouette Rabbit and set the Angel Trap or the Silhouette Trap. Or you can just make IP or SP to, you know, disrupt your opponent on their turn. I guess if you don't have a follow-up, you probably won't make IP, you'll just go for SP instead. Alright, one last thing we'll try to look at is just opening up a way to Dragon Knight or Dragoon with the new engine. Okay, we haven't quite made it, but we are playing second, so we'll see how we go. The opponent is going to be drawing some cards, and we're going to say no to that. We'll hit him with the big Ash. The big no. Now, hopefully on our turn, we can get a draw that's really good. Ideally, we're going to draw into Rod or Souls here, but you know what? We could just draw an absolute brick. So let's see how we go. This deck, having a Dragon Link 1 does mean we can make Dragon Knight, I think, pretty easily now, but it does lock us into Dragons, which means Dragoon's out of the question if we're using the Blue Eyes Link, but Dragon Knight's still on the table. Okay, we found Druisworm, which isn't exactly what we're looking for, but you know what? We might be able to roll with it. I'm just thinking of our lines of play here. Toy Box would have been another engine that we would want to put in here, but that's okay. We're going to go and add Rod, and we're going to put back I think the Dark Magician girl. We don't really want her. Alright, let's normal summon Rod. Rod effect. Now what's nuts here is we've opened Eternal Soul, so we're going to be able to grab Circle. Because what's crazy here is when we go into the Blue Eyes Link one, we're going to send a Dark Magician to the bin. But let's try and Circle and hit one now anyway. See what we can hit. Oh, Circle's actually hit. Let's go. Huge, huge, huge. Okay, well, the Circle, like, currently is dead. Let's put the Imperm on top. The Circle is currently dead. Or the Soul Servant, sorry, is currently dead. But we're going to fix that right here and now, right? Blue Eyes Link 1. Link 1 effect. This is what I mean, guys. Like, this Link 1 is so good for us. Look, I've just searched a Foolish Burial now. Like, that's awesome, no? So now I go Mausoleum. No, we're not going to chain anything. Okay, Mausoleum. Going to put the... Yeah, we target our monster. That's fine. Going to put Dark Magician in the grave. Fantastic. Suddenly, Soul Servant is live. Now, we can't use Souls because we're locked into Dragons. We can Soul Servant for Timaeus here and link Timaeus in this away. That's probably our best play. We're not locked out of Druisworm as well, but we probably don't want to banish any of these Darks. And our opponent doesn't really have any we care about either. But let's go ahead and use Soul Servant. There's definitely Timaeus that we can go for, or we could even go for, like, Secrets of Dark Magic. Actually, yeah, that's just the better play, right? So we go for Secrets of Dark Magic here. And if you see what I'm talking about, let me know. Let me know. We're going to draw into the Secrets. Now, yeah, we're not going to do anything to our opponent right now, but honestly, it's fine. We're just treating this as if we were going first anyway. We're going to keep pretty much everything that's here there. We're going to set this Secrets. We're going to set this Eternal Soul. We're not going to go to the battle phase because there's no point. And on the opponent's turn, we'll just start popping off, right? Alright, opponent's turn. No way they go for Mystical Space Typhoon. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That actually ruins the Dragon Knight combo I wanted to show you guys. Well... Look, Dark Magician loses to stuff as simple as that. Oh, we can't summon Dark Magician anyway. We're locked out because of this. Well, look, we live and we learn, guys. This link is a blessing and it's also a curse, okay? Be very careful how you use this. So I should have done the Timaeus play because we are, unfortunately, unless I had the Dark Magician in my hand, that Secrets was very dead. So yes, that's something good to, you know, note for next time. But here, our opponent is going to out our Dragon friend here. And this, of course, means, oh, suddenly we're not locked out of Darks. So that is a relief. We're going to be able to summon Dark Magician. But I think that should be the end of this replay, more or less. You guys get what I'm going for here. Recycling Rod's always good, too. So yeah, the Blue Eyes Link one's very good for the deck. It can be a double-edged sword, though, kind of like Village. So be very careful how you use it, I suppose. Because, look, it's okay to misplay when you're testing. But you don't want to misplay when you go into a real tournament, huh? Anyway, I think I'm going to leave the video here, but thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll definitely have more Dark Magician content coming out for you, whether it's Master Duel, TCG, or even OCG maybe at this point, because Dragoon's back in OCG, don't forget. So, you know, Dragoon being back is a big one. If we can get Dragoon in Master Duel, that'll be the next step for us, hey. Anyway, comment on this video for your chance to be in the comment section of the next video, and I'll catch you guys. Peace. Comment of the day is going to come from the Shining Sarcophagus combos video for Master Duel, and it's going to go to Tim here. Tim said, here's to hoping this archetype gets more support in the future, maybe like a field spell that identifies a Shining Sarc while it's on the field, and new Shining monsters like a DMG version, maybe even a Buster Blader, and or Magnet Warriors, but bundled together like the Gadget Trio in this deck. They could take this deck in quite a few directions, to be honest, and it has pretty decent versatility. Probably going to try experimenting with this deck a bit with other engines that don't rely on extra deck too much to combo, like the enhanced Metal Morph engine. So I think that's a really based comment from Tim. He touches on a lot of things that the Shining Sarcophagus deck needs. I got to agree with him. It does need that field spell just like King Sarc, where it identifies as Shining Sarc. And yes, I do think the deck could get a DMG and the Magnet Warriors, even the Lego guy as well, Lego Man or whatever he's called. He was in the manga version of the Duel, so I think we could get him as well. I was really disappointed the Summon Skull didn't special itself, but it is what it is. Anyway, don't forget to comment on this video for your chance to be in the next one. Peace.